Hi, this is Betty Lou Bhakti Susai Pillai, and I'm here to give you answers to your health and fitness tips. And today we're going to talk about how to release some of that belly fat from your body. Um, I have struggled with that on and off pretty much my whole life. I always end up getting that little belly pudge. So I'm going to tell you some of the things that have worked for me, and I'm also going to tell you about some of the new research and some of the new really cool things that seem to take off that belly fat. So, of course, the first thing that has worked especially well is exercise, specifically aerobic type exercise. Dancing is pretty much my favorite type of aerobic exercise. Walking is really good. Also, too, I did a kind of a stint with the elliptical trainer, and that seems to work really well for helping me to get my heart rate up. Now, one of the things that research is showing that if you can introduce some higher intervals into your aerobic exercise, some higher intensity, that is especially good at getting rid of subcutaneous belly fat. That's the fat that's under the skin. And to do that, what you would do is, like, let's say you're dancing, right? So then you pump up a higher tempo music and go full out. And then you come back to your regular dancing. So introduce those high intervals into your regular aerobic exercise, and that is very helpful. A friend of mine got a lot of really great results with swimming. So she would swim a couple laps just at her regular pace, and then she'd go 10, 15 feet, really going as fast as she could. So that's the way to introduce some high intensity intervals into your aerobic exercise. So that's one of the first ways to get rid of belly fat. One of the best things that you can do to help to get rid of that belly fat is to get rid of as much sugar in your diet as possible. So that means processed carbs, bread. I know I hate to say it, but bread, get rid of bread, candy, goodies, all of that junk food, get rid of that. But even be careful about foods that seem to be healthy. Look and see how much sugar is actually in them. For example, for a while I was really grooving on the yogurt, and then I looked at how many grams of sugar there is in most yogurt. So now what I do is I get unsweetened organic Greek yogurt and put my own fruit into it, or a little bit of stevia, or I actually like it now without any sugary or sweetness at all. I found that Greek yogurt with, I know this sounds crazy, but parsley and turmeric, a little bit of garlic and salt, oh man, it's really good. So try it. You might actually really like it. Another thing is to look on salad dressings. Read the labels and see how much sugar there is in a lot of things that you buy, and get rid of the things that have a lot of sugar. So that's another way to release that belly fat from your body. Another really good way to reduce belly fat is to increase your fiber intake. And that's pretty much good for any type of weight loss. It also increases your metabolism. So to increase your fiber, get more fresh fruits and vegetables, eat more things raw, and that's how I suggest you increase your fiber. I'm not much on those supplement things. And if you do increase your fiber, always remember to drink plenty of water. Actually, drinking plenty of water all the time is just great for your health. Okay, back to the subject at hand, that belly fat. One of my favorite things, and the research actually bears this out, is coconut oil. A bunch of researchers took groups of men and women, and of course they did the control group where they didn't do anything, and they did the test group where they measured the circumference, that's what is around your waist, and then for, what was it, like, I think the study was for something ridiculous like 12 weeks. For 12 weeks, they ate 2 tablespoons of coconut oil every single day. And by the end of the 6 weeks, they had all lost inches off of their waist. But not only that, their cholesterol levels improved. They had more of the HDL, which is the good cholesterol, and less of the bad cholesterol. So 2 tablespoons of coconut oil every day. And some people are like, oh, that stuff is gross. Well, it's really great for cooking. So if you're sauteing vegetables, you could put it in there. You could put it in soups. One of my favorite things to do is I'll get a cup of green tea in the morning. I'll put a tablespoon of coconut oil, some cinnamon, some stevia, and it makes like this delicious little frothy drink that I enjoy. So that's a secret little way you can get some coconut oil. And remember, 2 tablespoons of coconut oil every day can help you decrease the fat content in your belly. Another thing that has been proven by research to reduce waist circumference is green tea, and it's especially that catechin that's found in green tea that is the substance that helps to reduce the circumference of your waist, getting rid of that subcutaneous fat, that fat under the skin. They did this research study where it was found that just drinking several cups of green tea a day can lead to that. So get your green tea. Another really great way to get rid of belly fat is to increase the vitamin D that you get in your body. And the best way to do that is to expose your skin to a little bit of sun. Sun is not bad for you. The whole thing about like stay out of the sun, blah, blah, blah. No, not good, because your body produces vitamin D by being in the sun, especially around the noontime hour. So get out in the sun. Don't wear the sunscreen when you're doing this. And it depends on your skin color. If you're darker, you need to stay out in the skin a little bit. If you're darker, you need to stay out in the sun a little bit longer. But if you're fair-skinned, you only need to stay in the sun for a brief period of time to get that vitamin D production going in your body. And the other thing to remember is that if you're in certain parts of the world at certain times of the year, you could be out in the sun and you won't get the vitamin D. So that's a whole other long subject. But you have to think about that too. So, and don't wash off your skin immediately after coming back in from the sun, because the oils that are produced are part of the way that the vitamin D gets produced. I don't understand the whole thing, but it's one of those kind of things that don't immediately wash off your body after you stay out in the sun, so that you can get that vitamin D production. Also, you could eat foods that are rich in vitamin D. And then another thing that has been shown, especially in postmenopausal women, to reduce the belly fat is soy, especially fermented soy, things like tempeh. So get your tempeh. Mellow mushroom. I got a tempeh sandwich at Mellow Mushroom the other day. It was really, really good. So tempeh reduces it. And then, of course, avoid junk foods like fructose, monosodium glutamate, chemicals. All of those things have been linked to the accumulation of abdominal fat. And it is pretty much 70% diet and 30% exercise. So if you think you're going to get rid of belly fat all by exercise, that's just not going to happen. Sorry. Wish I had better news for you there. But that is my little tips for getting rid of that hard to reduce belly fat. So I hope these tips have been helpful. And if you have a question on the wellness, health, or fitness subject that you would like to ask me, feel free to email me at info@bettylou.me, or you can just look me up on my website. It's BETTELOU.me. Click on the email or contact tab and send me your questions, and I will try to get to all of them. And tomorrow I'm going to continue with the belly fat tips. So I have a really serious discussion tomorrow. Well, I don't know, serious, but so join me tomorrow. And I'm going to try and do these around lunchtime because somebody had emailed me and said, you're just all over the place, like doing it in the morning, in the evening. Can you be consistent? So I'm going to try and do it around lunchtime. So I hope that works for all of you. Well, have a great day. Bye.